Okay, so today's video is, it's a very strange one.
Do you guys know who Hilaria Baldwin is?
Now, a few of my regular viewers will know that a few months ago, I made a series of videos about Alec Baldwin's wife, Hilaria. Now, in those videos, which were thoroughly researched, I made absolutely no claim to be exposing Hilaria Baldwin for the fraud that she is. I was standing on the shoulders of giants. I was by no means the first person to notice all of the inconsistencies in Hilaria Baldwin's life story. I showed clips of Kyle Dunnigan.
Born in a little town known as Boston, Massachusetts.
Quoted magazine articles. In a 2018 cover interview, the yoga instructor told Hola magazine that she was born in Spain and has made certain to raise her children with her native language, Spanish. I would, however, like to think I brought my own unique style to the pylon. She's about as American as you can get, but she claims to be this mix of many, many different things. Well, in that case, my great, many times great-grandfather was this sort of tree-dwelling, rodent-like creature, not quite a primate, but with more dexterous hands, better at using tools than rats, for example. Yes, I'm a mixture of many different things, you see. Hilarious. But do you know what's not hilarious? Theft! You know what else isn't hilarious? Amy Schumer!
Do you guys know who Hilaria Baldwin is? I'm saying it wrong. I'm sorry. Hilaria Baldwin.
Okay, so I just want to preface a little bit what we're going to get into in today's video. Essentially, Amy Schumer's latest Netflix special has got a 4-minute bit about Hilaria Baldwin. And there are a lot of very big coincidences between that 4-minute bit and a video I made 4 months ago about Hilaria Baldwin. Now, I understand that all of the information I used for my video about Hilaria Baldwin is information that's freely available on the internet. However, the points that I focused on in that video are the exact same points that Amy Schumer makes in her 4-minute bit. And you know, I made the video 4 months ago. It's like she's had time to work on that 20-minute video I made and reduce it to the 4 or 5 main points that she makes about Hilaria Baldwin. The other weird thing about it is it doesn't really fit in with the rest of the special, which is, by the way, completely unwatchable. And I know, I don't want to be involved in the pylon on Amy Schumer. I don't generally go after stand-up comedians because I think they have a lot of balls, you know, getting up there on stage and bombing in front of the entire world like Amy Schumer does every single time. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. It doesn't really work, the bit that she does. It's very strange. She suddenly introduces Hilaria Baldwin into the special. She goes, "Do you guys know who Hilaria Baldwin is?" Out of the blue, out of nowhere. And the crowd kind of go, "Oh, yeah." And then she just makes a series of observations that loads of other people have made about Hilaria Baldwin. She makes a couple of jokes that aren't very funny. And the whole time she's saying, "Oh, there is a point to this, there is a point to this," as though she knows that this doesn't really make any sense in the context of the rest of the set. And then she gets to a point, and there really wasn't a point to it. So I think at best, she's a hack, because she knows there's a big subreddit of people that hate on Hilaria Baldwin, and that's all she's trying to do, go viral with this clip, I think. Worst, I mean, I'm hesitant to call her a joke thief, because I know everyone will just think I'm a narcissistic, insane person who thinks that someone as big as Amy Schumer will have seen my video, or her writers will have, and they've just lifted those ideas out and put them into her special. But I don't know, the video I made was kind of big. It got nearly 200,000 views, I think. I'm not sure how many it's on at the moment. And it just seems very odd. That's all I'm saying. It's a bit, I don't know, I'll let you guys be the judge. Let's just say I would bet, if I had to bet, I would bet that either Amy Schumer or one of her writers, probably more likely, saw my video. And I know that sounds insane and narcissistic, but I really feel the coincidences are that big. I'm not going to call it joke theft. I'm just going to say I inspired them. Yes. That doesn't make me sound like a narcissist.
So, I just can't wrap my head around this story. So if you don't know who I mean, I'm talking about, this is Alec Baldwin's wife, okay? And I met her years ago. I met backstage at SNL. Alec was like, "I want you to meet my wife." And I saw her and I said, no, thank you. I'm trying to hang on to my self-esteem, okay? She is a tiny Disney princess, and I look like Ben Roethlisberger from most angles. She came over. She said, I'm Hilaria from España.
Hilaria from España. Born in a little town known as Boston, Massachusetts.
She came over. She said, I'm Hilaria from España.
With Amy Schumer, I guess that's a joke. I guess no one actually believes she said, I'm Hilaria from España, right? I mean, I know she's insane. Hilaria Baldwin is insane, but that we're not supposed to believe that that literally happened, right?
Very thick Spanish accent, okay? From Spain. And, you know, you might have seen her on a morning show doing a cooking demonstration where she had trouble remembering how to pronounce the word. How you say cucumber?
Slices of, how do you say?
How do you say anything? Cucumber? Cucumbers.
Yeah, that's it, cucumber.
They have a Von Trapp amount of children, and they name them all, I'm not sure, but very Spanish names, like jamón and croqueta and flamenco, you know?
Casual racism there. Slightly different to my take, but again, similar. And then all of her kids, 7 kids with Alec Baldwin, completely like English-Irish name, Haywood Thomas are her surnames, but her kids, Carmen Gabriela, Rafael Tomás, Leonardo Ángel, Romeo Alejandro, Eduardo Pau, Maria Lucia, and Hilaria Catalina Irena. That's insane. Why has she given all of her kids Spanish names? Hilaria has a lot of added stress in her life, you know. She's got to run a house with 7 kids. 7 Spanish little miracles. Romeo, Alejandra, Lucia. Imagine having to cook kale chips for 7 little Spanish people.
Kale chips that are in the oven. Actually, these ones are spinach chips today. Sometimes I make kale, sometimes I make spinach. But if I don't call them kale chips, the kids won't eat them.
Ooh, I hope you're hungry, Carmen Gabriela. I hope you have room for all the kale chips, Rafael Tomás.
And all of this would be fine and beautiful, except that Hilaria from España is actually Hillary from Boston. This woman is in no way Spanish. Her parents are not from Spain. No one in her life is from Spain.
Hilaria Baldwin, born Hillary Lynn Haywood Thomas, who was born and raised in Boston, Massachusetts, by 2 parents who were also from Boston, Massachusetts. There is no Spanish ancestry. They don't live in Spain. It's so weird.
So I'm not trying to bully a sociopath. I have a point, okay?
I don't know. It's just, I guess it's just narcissism. She seems insanely narcissistic, and this whole accent thing just seems like a part of that. What kind of virtue signaling narcissistic lunatic?
So I think what had happened was, I think she went to Spain. Okay, because again, I cannot tell you how much her family is not from Spain.
A genealogist on Twitter did a quick look into Hilaria Baldwin's family history and found that she has roots in the New England area that date back to before the American Revolution.
They were early settlers in the US.
So she's about as American as you can get.
I'm not fucking with you, they were on the Mayflower.
It's amazing what great English Hilaria has picked up after only living for 39 years in Boston, Massachusetts. Born into a family of immigrants, well, descendants of immigrants. Descendants of immigrants that came over on the Mayflower.
They were on the Mayflower.
Descendants of immigrants that came over on the Mayflower. Coincidence? I don't know. Maybe.
That's how much this chick is from Boston, but
she was born and raised in Boston, Massachusetts by 2 parents who were also from Boston, Massachusetts. She went to private high school in Boston, Massachusetts, and then went to university in, you guessed it, New York.
I think what had happened was she went to Spain, And I've been lucky enough to go to Spain. Some of you have been. It's great, right?
Has she been to Spain?
Don't you love it? I loved it too. But Hillary from Boston fucking loved it. So here's my point, okay? I actually have a point, okay?
She really doesn't.
My point is that all evidence points to this woman, since she met her husband, has straight up pretended to be from Spain.
It's just weird that she's pretending to be Spanish. She kind of exaggerated what she did to her husband.
And her husband shot someone. Now stay with me. Stay with me. My point is, neither of them give a fuck. Find someone who can stand you.
Yeah, I see your point. Yes, it's all come back full circle. Very tight 4-minute bit there, Amy. I don't know. What do you think in the comments? Is this plagiarism? Should I be entitled to a cut of her Netflix deal? I think so. No, I don't care. It is at the bare minimum a massive coincidence. I mean, the Mayflower bit and stuff. I mean, it's too much, isn't it? Isn't it? I definitely massively influenced this world famous comedian, didn't I? You know. Anyway, I don't care. I don't really care. It's no biggie. You know. I guess I'm inspiring lots of world famous comedians. Who can I take down next? As on my quest to become the more mainstream, slightly safer version of Mike David from Red Bar Radio, right? Yeah, that's where I'm headed. Let me know what you think in the comments, and take a look at my videos on Hilaria and see what you think. I think they're better than anything Amy Schumer's ever done. Hey, whatever. Comedy is in the eye of the beholder. I'll see you in the next one. Like, share, subscribe, do anything you can to help this channel flourish. And I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.
I see you shiver with anticipation.